is going on? Yep, still got this nasty stash going. Thing's dirty in a good way. Doesn't it look so good? I'm going ahead, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a series, if you will. I'm gonna call it the Lund Renegade series. It's basically the way that I have my boat rigged, why I chose the things that I did, how it's set up. And the first one today is gonna be about my Talons. These are 10-foot Talons. These are the first generation. So, all right, these are the first generation Talons. So basically what that means is they're not Bluetooth. The new ones are Bluetooth. You can control them by your phone. Up front, I've been trying to find it, the foot remote. So I just have the lanyard that I just took a piece of tape, it's like 3M tape, and put it on the front of my boat, and that way I can tap it. Sometimes I can get it with my foot, but it's not as easy as it sometimes may look, or it's actually kind of hard to do. Like I said, these are 10-foot Talons, first generation. This one is actually the black one, and then this is a red one. You can kind of see the plasti dip coming off. The reason why it's plasti dip is because I had this boat previously rigged. Well, my motor, my Talons, I upgraded my graphs. We'll talk about that in a different video. But I got this boat, my Renegade, just the hull and just the customized trailer. Because long story short, I ended up totaling my tracker. So when I went ahead and I went to try to get a second Talon, they didn't have the same color, so I just plasti dipped it. So they're both black and they don't look as ridiculous. I need to go back and do it and do a better job and take my time because I'm super impatient. Oh my gosh, I almost just fell. All right, now these things have been by far, I will say that out of all the purchases that I've made, I have this boat fully rigged. Pretty much the only thing I don't have is a jack plate. Out of all the purchases that I've made for accessories for my boat, the Talons have been by far the best. You hear a lot of people that say, well, you need power poles or Talons and you don't need spot lock, or you're fine with spot lock, don't buy power poles or Talons. Well, they both have a use for different times, different situations. Like if I'm bed fishing and it's windy, I'm not going to use spot lock because that's not going to keep my boat quiet and it's not going to keep me in the exact place that I want to be. Now, if I want spot lock and I'm fishing deep, or if I quickly want to go rig something, I can hit spot lock and I'm fine. Like, there's a time and a place for each of them. So we'll go through these. I'll tell you a little bit about why I bought them, which model that these are, and hopefully that can help you guys make some decisions in the future if you decide that you want to go ahead and rig your boat with Talons. I can't speak about power poles, but I tell you the difference on why I chose MinnKota Talons over the power poles. All right, we're gonna jump down here. So these right here are 10-foot MinnKota Talons. So this motor and this Talon came off of a bass tracker that I had that I ended up totaling. Bass tracker only had one Talon when I got it. Well, obviously the problem with that is if it's windy, your boat is constantly spinning in circles. You're always having to be on the trolling motor to correct it and fix it, and it's super annoying. So I put a second one on there. The main reason why I got two, the first thing is your boat swings if you only have one. It's literally just on a pivot and it's just spinning 365 degrees, especially if it's windy. The second reason is it's so easy to go ahead when I'm at the boat ramp to just put the Talons down. I don't need to put a rope down. I can just go in my truck, put the Talons down, and then put the Talons up, put the boat in the trailer, and I'm gone. Super quick, super easy. Another reason why I went with Talons over power poles is, first, because I already had a Talon on there. Honestly, if I had power poles that came on the boat, I would probably would have stuck with them just for the the cost-wise, instead of getting rid of the Talon and getting rid of the power poles and then getting Talons. But these are just run off my main cranking battery. They're electric. There's no pumps like the power poles. You have to worry about the pumps. I ain't got to worry about that. These things are super simple, super easy to use. So that's one of the reasons why I stuck with Talons. Like I said, these are 10-foot Talons. For those that are not familiar with Talons, the 10-foot Talons, I'm not sure if the 8-foot does, if it's the same, but the 10-foot Talons are 3 stages. So basically we'll work on the bottom up. So I'll actually turn, hold on one second. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly how these Talons work. I have the full sandwich bracket and the tilt bracket, and then I have my Talon. I don't have my Talon completely bolted to my transom. So I have the sandwich bracket. Downside is these things are heavy. They definitely, I'm almost positive they're more heavy than power poles. But I prefer Talons over power poles anyway. So the way that this measures out and the way that I have this set, from the ground up to the top of this, I just measured it yesterday. I believe it's 6'3". Now, if you have a low garage and you're not able to go ahead and use this tilt bracket to fold it down, you're not gonna get your boat in the garage. So the beauty is, I'll actually get in the boat. You can go ahead and do this while you're on the ground, but it's easy to go ahead. Let's say you're going underneath a bridge or something like that, and you wanna go ahead and put your Talons down. Here's how easy it is. All you do is you just step on this. Actually, you pull this out. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, there we go. So basically, you step on this, put that down, boom. Now you're good. You can go under bridges, you can put it in your garage. It's quick and easy like that. Now, power poles, it's easier because you can go ahead and press the button and they'll start to fold down, but you can only do it so much. These, I can get as shallow as I need to, and I would literally run the boat dry on dry land before my Talons are ever gonna be in the way. Here's how you go ahead and you put them back up. Literally just go ahead, lift it, and now that's locked back in place. And then this piece goes back like that and you're good to go. As simple and as easy as that. Now, one thing that I will say is these things, this is the first generation. These are not the Bluetooth ones. The new Talons that you can get now are completely Bluetooth. You can run them off your cell phone. You basically just download an app. These are the original first generation Talons. I'm sure they're quieter. I mean, these are pretty quiet, but over time, I'm not gonna lie, they're not as quiet as I think the power poles would be. I was with my buddy who has 8-foot poles, and those things are really quiet. These things with the 3-stage where they go down, I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys. I actually meant to do this before, but I'm a dummy. So, as you'll be able to see, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna deploy the Talon, and you'll see the 3 stages that the 10-foot model is in. So there's your first stage, second stage. Yeah, it's not in the water. It's not normally that loud. But there you go. You have your first stage, your second stage, and then you have your spike. Now, that was kind of loud. When they're in the water, they get quieter. I'm not gonna lie, I don't clean them as much as I should, but that's just something that you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna have with these Talons versus the power poles. You're not gonna have as much aluminum, if you will, I would imagine, in power poles than you would Talons. So it's kind of a negative. They're not as quiet, but they do get the job done. They're pretty quiet when you first get them. And if I do clean this, they will quiet down. They're not gonna be as loud. But it's as simple as that. We'll go ahead and we'll put these back up. Done. Done. I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really think there's anything else. If you guys have any questions, and if there is anything that you want to know as the reason why or how I rigged this, go ahead and reach out to me. I know I've helped a couple of you guys so far. I'm happy to help any way that I can. Please go ahead, subscribe, like, and we're gonna get these the Rigged Renegade series keep on going. I have a few more things that I have in mind to start. If there's anything else that you want to see, let me know. Subscribe. We'll go ahead. We'll catch you on the next one.